Paula has a problem with rosacea, and you can see she's got erythema, she's got some papules, she's got a lot of poriness. That both the active pores and the comedones will respond very nicely for repeated salicylic acid peel. It's a very nice preparation because the way it has its buffering, it is less sensitizing, there's less discomfort as we apply it. Again, it's lipid soluble as opposed to the other peels, so we're going to find that this peel has its focus, its target, the pilosebaceous apparatus. It'll shrink the pores, it will get rid of comedones, and it's gentle enough, being non-inflammatory, that it's not going to activate the rosacea and cause a secondary problem. We've prepped this for Paula with acetone, removing the oil, and a cleanser. And I think it's important to get an even distribution of dead skin layer and stratum corneum off or on so that the peel will be even everywhere we do it. I like to say it's squeaky clean now as I put my finger on it. I don't feel any oil left. And that's the way I like all my peels prepped. Well, if we can take a look and see, I'm going to hold this up in front of Paula's face. Here's the way it comes. There's a little applicator that you've got, and it comes in a cup in which the peel solution's poured in. So it's very easy to use. You will wet about 4/5 of it, dab off the surface. I always like to take a 4x4 in case there's any drip that I can put underneath as I apply it. I start up, and we're going to start at the forehead and just give a little application of it. Now, I have to tell you, the frosting is different with sal acid than I've talked about with TCA. Even though some of it is keratocoagulation, a large portion is the precipitation of the salicylic acid crystals that you want to see occur around it. Here we're going over the forehead, and now even strokes. And again, this particular peel, when I do my medium depth, I will use this down onto the neck.
Gary, if I could just insert something here. Salicylic acid peels give an anesthetic effect after about 3 minutes. And when you have people who are busy, you can do injectables on the same day, and I do it a lot. And in fact, it's almost as if you've used a topical anesthetic to diminish that needle stick. It's particularly good in combination with Botox and Dysport. So I do that a lot. I do not do deeper peels with something like deeper peels with Botox because I'm worried about swelling and possible diffusion. But she's not going to have any swelling from this. She's going to have a little bit of erythema. Can I ask Paula if she has a number to her level of discomfort?
Yeah, Paula, how does it feel?
Like a 2. No discomfort.
A level 2 out of 10.
Okay,
Which is virtually none.
So
now,
with these peels, these are very tolerable.
You also look, you'll see she's starting to get frosting. You can see kind of a diffuse whitening, but also if you look around these comedones, they are whitening up more than the rest of the face, showing the selectivity of the lipid preparation for pilosebaceous apparatus. And that's why this peel is so good for acne, for rosacea, and also it's my favorite peel for pigmentation because you're not going to get a lot of inflammation, so you're not stimulating post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. For pigmentary problems, I will repeat this every month. Yep. For acne, rosacea, every 3 weeks to every month.
This is a unique anti-inflammatory peel. That's why it's such a niche. Now we have 3 minutes left, and then please go into the break and visit our exhibitors. But let me start opening this up to questions, Gary, for the last 3 minutes.
That sounds
great. Are there any
great.
questions? Yeah, get a mic and line up if you have any
okay?
questions for Dr. Monheit or me.
Beautiful.
With the salicylic acid peel, will you have your patient use retin-A or tretinoin for a couple of weeks before you use it? Do they have to stop their tretinoin a week before?
I think it's always better to be safe than sorry and to have them stop it before, but I'll be honest with you. If they're just off of it for 3 days, this peel is okay. You don't, unless they're actively and visibly desquamating from the retinoid.
Yeah, let me just add, Mary, you don't want to peel somebody with retinoid dermatitis.
Correct.
In which they are inflamed, they're eczematous, correct, because you're going to get an uneven absorption of the peel solution. You're going to get deeper areas, lighter areas. Now, when I do the medium depth peel, I'm going to get them off it for a week.
Yeah.
But for this peel, as Mary said, a couple of days, and just be sure they're not eczematous.
Right. You know, the people who are stabilized
Great.
on their retinoids
Looks good.
are not going to be the problem. It's the first-time patient that you're seeing, you put them on a retinoid program, and you know, they're anxious to get started. Well, you do it for 2 weeks. You better have them off of it for a week, even for this peel.
I'd like to know, where do you get the sponge?
Comes with the kit,
It comes with the
Susan.
kit,
Oh, it
Susan.
comes with the kit?
It
Comes with the kit.
Yeah,
Excellent.
it's a self-contained unit that's very easy to use.